I try to tell these guys, over and over again, this is not hard. What we do on a daily basis, talking sports, making bets, Tito. Tito's not a gambler. Tito doesn't make bets on these college basketball. I know what I'm talking about. I have these hot takes. I told you before, these hot takes are hot and they're steamy. And majority of the time, I'm right on point. Case in point today, baby. During the Domesticated Gamblers YouTube show that airs weekdays on YouTube at www.youtube.com/at Domesticated Gamblers, we had some back and forth conversation with Eric and Sean talking about old Tito, talking about how his day is coming. I'm negative 280 or whatever the negative points were. I can't even remember. Talking about how Tito was Joe Public, didn't really know what he was doing. Was just firing off bets that the takes were terrible. The takes have not been terrible. The takes have been on point. Case in point today. Look at what has just happened. We had UConn versus Xavier. We had the Musketeers going up to Connecticut, fighting the Huskies, fighting Jimmy Calhoun, who I've always thought was a fraud, who I thought was just a shady character. And you had Sean Miller take his team right into UConn and just steamroll the Huskies. I mean, it wasn't even close. The 6.5 points that the Musketeers were getting, that was like cherry on top of cake or whatever you want to call it. That was a non-sweat free. That was non-sweat free. And that was a 3-star play. That was 3 stars. And then on top of that, we took the money line, baby. Old Tito took the money line. It was a 2-star play. And what did the money line do? Yep, Xavier cashed outright, baby. Don't look at the stats. Don't look at the final score. It was a lot more lopsided than what you would see on the box score. Let me tell you that right now. That was a sweat-free play, baby. All thanks to Tito. Did Sharpie Sean come up with that play? Hell no. Did Eric come with his stats and all of his mumbo-jumbo lingo? No, he didn't. You know what Tito did? Tito looked at the line. Tito looked at what Xavier had done on the road in the Big East, knew that they could go into UConn and take care of business. They're the 13th team in the country. After being a top 20 team, they're going to be in the top 10 now, baby. Sean Miller's got that team peaking at the exact moment, getting ready for February, getting ready to go into March Madness, baby. I can't wait to see their run. I can't wait to see what they can do with March Madness. Be a big sleeper for Xavier, let me tell you that. Then I go and lay down my kids. I got 5 kids. Got to lay them down for bed. They got school in the morning. I've got to relax. I got to watch some late night NHL action. I got to watch some college basketball later. I check my phone. What does Fordham do? Fordham goes right into St. Bonaventure, takes care of the Bonnies. They won by like 15. And that was a money line play. This so-called Sharp Sean, take the Bonnies. Bonnies are like 10-10. Sure, they're good at home, but they are terrible in the A-10. Absolute atrocity. And Fordham, they went in, steamrolled them. Another sweat-free play. Thanks to your guy, Tito, baby. Tito knows what he's talking about. And these guys, tomorrow, during the show, it'll be excuse after excuse. It'll be, you're Joe Public. You don't know what you're doing. You're on a hot streak. Let me tell you something. Tito knows exactly what his hot takes are, and they're on point, baby. I've always been a knowledgeable sports fan. All the way back to when I was a little kid, baby. Don't you believe what they tell you about my sports takes, whether it's the Cardinals, whether it's old school football, whether it's old school basketball. Don't you worry about what Sean and Eric say. Listen to the main guy, the star of the show, baby. You're talking about Tito. And Tito is a lock for his picks, baby. Wait till the Royal Rumble on Saturday. I got 3 or 4 more locks for you later on this week if I so choose to give them to you. But Tito's on such a hot streak, you gotta ride this wave, baby. I know what I'm doing. We're gonna watch some NHL action here in a little bit. We're going to see Columbus get throttled by the Oilers. We're going to see the money line. We're going to see that over, not cash, like Eric wants to do a little square play. It's not going to cash this time, Daddy. And then we're going to watch Chicago State go over Go over into the Pac-12, baby. Go over to play Stanford or whoever they're playing, and they're going to shock the world. That over is going to hit, or whatever I played. I don't even remember what I played. It doesn't matter, because I'm on such a roll that all my cashes are going to snap, and then tomorrow, you're going to see this guy on the top dog, baby. I'm going to be the top dog, and everyone else is going to be buying me Geo sandwiches, joyous sandwiches, whatever I want. They're going to be feeding me grapes. I'm going to be living like a king, baby. Don't you believe it? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. You better believe it. And I will see you guys tomorrow on the Domesticated Gamblers YouTube show every weekday. www.youtube.com/@domesticated gamblers. Don't you believe it, baby?